Hello, hello, hello. Happy mid-March. I hope everyone's doing okay. I'm doing really good. Oh, I've been busy. Seriously. Isn't that a joy? I mean, you get knocked with an ALS, MND diagnosis. I kind of really, it swirled my world, right? I think anytime when you're faced with mortality, it can be a little, nicely said, off-putting. But, got my head around it, and now working on other things. It's like, okay, yes, I think I've had this realization that, we actually don't know exactly how much time we have. When you get diagnosed with ALS, you're generally given 3 to 5 years, right? Some people live less, some people live longer. It's in some ways a personal choice, as in whether you decide you want to get the feeding tube and tracheostomies. And I think some of it is inside of us. I have been really doing deep dives, the whole self-actualization course, and going into the meditation teaching course is something that has been absolutely wonderful. Like I've said, I think I mentioned it in my first video, that the day after I had my diagnosis confirmed, my sister put me in a meditation retreat, which was the absolutely most beautiful thing to do. So for the past 18, I guess 19 months actually, I've been doing a lot of daily meditations again, and prayer. It's something I did about 20, 21 years ago, 22 years ago. And it's something it brings a lot of peace to me. It really does. And this has been bringing it even deeper, which is absolutely awesome. I mean, it's just like, a lot of personal breakthroughs. So, just on my journey, it's like, it's something. I mean, I just am so glad to be alive. I'm so glad to be here right now and live in the present. It's like with ALS and MND, so many of us grieve the futures that we thought we'd have. We may grieve past decisions, things that we have not done. You have the pandemic and, the quote unquote bucket lists. I know I'm someone that's been affected by, and I imagine if you're watching this video and have any life-limiting disease, that would be something that you've experienced. I'm not just one to sit in a pity party. And yes, grieving the, I guess, illusion of yourself as, I would have thought, to be an old great-grandmother, loving my great-grandchildren, right? Yeah, I mean, I may be that on the other side, but who knows? It's like the future's unknown, the past happened already, and all we have is right now. That's really the truth. So, let's see. I have been practicing teaching meditation, which I am very comfortable in talking to people. That's one of my skills is communication. I just love people, and I just like being able to be present and communicating. But this has been interesting. It's like, tape or, going through and with other students, doing the teaching. It's like I've got some of my own, and then some of it's like, I just need to get to where I flow well, instead of like, even in my videos, I probably use too many verbal fillers, just like I did then. We're all little works in progress, and working on yoga nidras, it's something that I've really enjoyed. It's not really, it's not religious. I'm not talking about that, but just the practice of the yoga nidra, which is kind of when you're like in that restful state, you know, kind of what they call savana or corpse pose in yoga. And it's a deeper meditation. It's like kind of like in that, between that sleep and that wake. And that is so, so relaxing. So I'm working on writing some scripts for some yoga nidras, which will be fun. I have a couple friends that I'm blessed to have that are willing to be guinea pigs for me. Only love and kindness and towards them, right? So that's really fun. You know, I'm getting really excited about it. You know, there's things in life that come to you that it's just amazing. You know, I really feel like me again, which is wonderful. I mean, it's, you know, getting that diagnosis, getting knocked off my feet and getting back on them, you know, for I don't know how long. But I'm really thankful for it. You know, I went in this journey of that, you know, it's like, go to the meditation retreat, do the deep meditations, go through, you know, things happen, get them through, deal with other parts of life, you know, integrate parts of your life, go through counseling, you know, do all of it. And, you know, if you do Zen practice, you just sit there and think of nothing. Look at a dot, do something. And amazingly, it opens up yourself inside. So I don't know, I feel like I'm flourishing. Let's see, so what's happened with me otherwise? Well, I had my second shaman session, or shaman. That's the thing for me is enunciation. I'm still working on English. I'm one of those people that speak Spanish so badly, people break out and speak English to me. Isn't that sad? But, you know, that was truly a beautiful experience. You know, I know everybody has their own religious beliefs and religious things. You know, it's like, this was just something that I felt drawn to. I've always had a love for Indigenous Americas, and I do have some family history, and I'm a descendant of some Indigenous people, in addition to pilgrims, and I'm just a North American nut, to be basic. But I found that that was a very beautiful thing to go through, and I really feel that it helped me. Now it's done with. I mean, it's not something that I'm going to continue. I've worked through what I needed to. You know, I do still see a counselor, and it's just kind of, you know, tweaking. You know, it's like, I don't know. You know, it's like, okay, so yes, I have a terminal disease. Well, you know, life is, as soon as you're born, it's, you know, you are breathing and your timer is ticking, right? We never know how long we'll live. You know, generally with an ALS or MND diagnosis, it is 3 to 5 years. Some people live shorter, some people live longer. It can be by your choices too, whether you want to have a peg or a feeding tube placed or a tracheostomy. You know, those are choices. I don't know. I mean, it's like, I have made my choices. And, you know, those can change. I mean, people can have changes of heart. Nothing is static. You know, nothing is going to be always there. You can have general choices, and you have the right to make up your mind any other way. But I think that I started my meditation journey in some ways because, you know, neuroplasticity. If you meditate, you actually create more connections in your brain. Those, you know, nice little things, your brain can do different things. They've done studies, and people have actually, people that meditate have heavier brains than people that don't. You know, I'm a C9 person, so I want to hold on to all the brain tissue I have. But I found it really, really valuable. So the meditation, whether you do Christian meditation, the Worldwide Christian Meditation group, it's wccm.org, has some beautiful ones. John Main and currently I believe it's Lawrence Freeman, OSB, a priest. has different meditations that meditate on the scriptures, and it's a different take. It's a Christian take. People can meditate on the Gospels. Some people may do Zen meditation and Zazen. Just basically if you focus on nothing for long enough, you wake things up inside. There's the Yogic Meditation, which is the branch that I'm in school for. And it's wild. I am absolutely loving it. And I've learned so much. It's really interesting to have meditated for 20 plus years and now getting into things that deepen my personal practice on the road to teaching. So I just feel so good. I feel so excited. A lot of bliss. So that's, practicing writing scripts for the Yoga Nidras. It's so exciting. So what else is going on? Well, it's spring break here. I have my 8-year-old home. You might hear her in the background every now and then. Third graders, 8-year-old, really fun, but oh Lord, you had to teach them different things. So I've been doing little meditations with her, teaching little breath styles with her. She likes the bumblebee breath. It's really cute. And you're like, bumblebee breath? Well, look it up. I really encourage people with ALS or MND to look up different breathing styles. Yogic breath is one. I can tell you from me personally that a year ago I had pulmonary function tests. They weren't so great. Now, whether I had COVID at the time is a question. But this year when I had my breathing tests after doing a lot of prana, Prana, breath work, they actually improved. Your diaphragm is a muscle. Until ALS affects that diaphragm, I'm going to try to work on it to help allow my lung capacity to work as well as it can. So what's going on with me? Let's see. When I got my vaccine, I was using a walker, and I nearly got blown down by heavy winds. But since then, it's like my ankles hurt for about a week afterwards. I went to the doctor. I had some x-rays done of both my hips and pelvis and my ankles because I don't know. I mean, it's like you have MND, you have ALS, and somehow, you have pain. Let's look at your bones. Could it be arthritis? It's like, you consider that I have a motor neuron disease that is causing the atrophy of those nerves, and ancillary muscles are being activated and joints are being stressed because weakened muscles. I don't think it's that, but who am I? I'm just a pals. So let's see what happened according to my ALS currently. I got a call from the power chair company, the complex, people that order the power chairs, to have the reps that come out and evaluate you and, work with the physical and the occupational therapy. And my current neurologist, I don't know, Medicare has a bunch of issues with that. The first wheelchair clinic I went to ordered from start to finish with all the different adaptions you can have for a power chair. And Medicare said, well, she's walking. Why are we going to order that? Never mind the diagnosis, right? So they sent it back and they bucked it. And I'm sure there's a bunch of paperwork for the poor doctors. And I had to have another set. And the last set of paperwork was rejected. And I think the neurology office is just off-put by it. So it really upset me, some of the words I got. So I went to another doctor, talked to him. So hopefully that's going to go through. It's just that currently I'm okay. I've realized that it's like in my house, in my little world, we're living in COVID land, right? I feel like I am totally normal. Though I exhaust quicker, right? I can go and some days check the mail. Other days, I can stand in the driveway and watch my little girl get on the bus. And that's hard. You know, it's like when you realize the fragility of yourself, it can be hard. You know, it's like that's, if anything I've learned is that I've got to accept it. You know, this deep meditations have been helping. Also, you know, just the nutrition. I have tried different ones. You know, it's like I was doing the hiccup, Carnation Instant Breakfast, and then my blood sugars were going a little too high. So I switched over to a plant-based one. Pea protein. Now, if you're ever going to use pea protein or any of those vegan things, always watch and make sure, look at the reports on production, because apparently peas are one of those crops that can have a lot of pesticides in. So those people that are sporadic ALS, you know, be careful. You definitely don't want to cause any more damage to your body. And people that aren't, you know, if they are a genetic one too, who wants to poison your body? So there are some brands that are higher with the Roundup chemical and others that are lower. So just be aware. But so I've added that, and of course it has stevia in it, and stevia is a taste of choice. It's not one that I find very delicious. So I found one with glucerna. So just adding that and trying to make sure I keep my nutrition up. Eating a lot of fish, you know. I have I use Imperfect Foods. It's like one of those delivery things. It's a service here in the United States. I'm not sure if it's anywhere else yet. And I got this one carrot that looked like someone's arm. So I don't know. I don't know how, I mean, how would you eat a carrot that big? I just look at it and it's like, well, I can't eat too many carrots. You know, I do like braised carrots. I like carrots with hummus. I like carrots with a lot of things, but I don't know. I think I need to find a horse. My best friend has chickens. Maybe the chickens will like it. But, you know, just that, you know, it's kind of fun. I mean, but if you are somebody in the United States, if you are looking for food service deliveries, check out Imperfect Foods. If you are somebody that is on a limited budget, like somebody that may be receiving Social Security disability, you can actually get 30% off of that. Just a thought. So, and I'm not saying yay, hey, ho, Imperfect Foods. You just have to see if it's good for yourself. I mean, it's like cheaper than Whole Foods, and but it's about the same quality. So that's kind of fun. You know, we got looking forward to St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. Dropkick Murphys are streaming a concert for free. Yay! Yeah, Irish punk. So I'm just basically having fun, studying a lot, meditating a lot. You know, my family, my husband and my daughter are really enjoying the effects on my personality. Hoping that my little one, she's in school, so she got one of the students, or I think it was actually two students in her school, have COVID, so she has a potential exposure. So had her tested because my little grandbaby is 9 weeks old, and I don't want to take anything yucky to her. So we're waiting for those results back to hopefully we can drive up and go spend some time with them. You know, it's basically, you know, I want to spend as much as, while I'm still somewhat functional, I want to be present as much as possible. You know, creating those memories, you know, taking those pictures, important. So we're just doing really good, you know. Hopefully we'll have a nice movie night tonight, get some popcorn and some little bits of candy for the little one, you know, watch a fun movie, you know. Just life is good, you know, when you're in any time you have any challenges, you know, just take a deep breath and, you know that It's gonna shake out. No matter which way, it will shake out. Well, that's my little update for today. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Take care of yourself. And if you have any questions or have any ideas that you want me to discuss during videos, leave them down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, y'all take care.